What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and we're here live for Madden 20 Pink Slips, episode 60. The first time we get to hop in here as the Carolina Panthers. Are we a good team? Not particularly. Who's our quarterback? Tim Tebow. Is he good? Not particularly, but it is going to be one of the most interesting starts to a franchise. I think maybe in terms of intrigue, it's probably right up there with the Houston Oilers. I think the Houston Oilers, when we first kicked things off, that was like the most uncertainty we had on a roster. We went to Hawaii, we had some pieces in place. We had Haloti Ngata, we had Troy Polamalu, so on and so forth. And when we went to Philly, obviously we had Donovan McNabb. So we're truly going to a team that when you look at superstar talent, at most on offense, we have Jimmy Graham. He's 28. Tight ends he very well could regress next year at 29. 29, 30, that's when you first start to get hit. So when you look at the offense, legitimately not one long-term franchise fixture on the O-line. Honestly, it could be DJ Fluker because he's almost an 80 at 24. Upati's 83 at 28. Again, you're getting up to that age, so offensively, a lot of uncertainty. Flip to the defense, at least we have Aaron Donald. By all means, Aaron Donald's a beast. We drafted Danielle Hunter, Quan Alexander, Marcus Peters. Got to grow and develop them. Got to wait and see what the depth traits are. There's a chance that, they could be star. They could be superstar. I don't know if we're going to have any X factors out of those three. So when you look on the defense, there's a franchise. Aaron Donald and Casey Hayward probably are as good as it gets. But definitely Aaron Donald for sure. He's the best player on the team. Pound for pound, best player on the team. But again, I need to reiterate, in terms of uncertainty, I have no idea how many wins we're going to get. I have no idea how we're going to, how we're going to plan things out time frame wise, because it seems like it's been about 3 years. It's taken us 3 years of every team so far to get to a point where we should be winning a Super Bowl. This year might be longer. It honestly might be longer. Depending on how well the 2016 draft goes, where do we finish, how many big wins we could sneak away. This could be the hardest team. Technically, I think arguably from the starting roster, it's right there for the hardest one that we've had since we've started. So looking at today's slate to kick off the 2015 regular season, we have Atlanta, LA, Detroit, and Green Bay. So for sure, we're going to be playing that Atlanta game because you have that extra full start on the line because it's divisional. Outside of that, I feel like we should sim against the Chargers because, if we can go on a run, AFC losses don't sting. So if we happen to lose to an AFC team, it doesn't sting. So then we need to make the decision, do we want to play against Detroit or do we want to play against Green Bay? I'll tell you right now, whatever team is the higher of the overalls will be the team that we take on. So Detroit is pulling an 81 overall. The Green Bay Packers are a 76. So those are going to be our matchups. We are going to be taking on the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. So without further ado, with Tim Tebow under center, let's see just what the hell this Carolina Panther team has in store for us for Season 4 of Flashback Pinks. Okay, they still got Michael Vick. They still definitely have Michael Vick. So Marcus Peters, on his first snap in the NFL, gets that pressure, gets a half sack. Danielle Hunter cleans it up. Like seeing that from our two young players. Changing of the guard here a little bit. The youth against the old man, the old-time elite MVP. They're showing. Man, he might not have the legs for it anymore. Here we got 3rd and 6 on our opening drive. Tim Tebow doesn't have escape artist, so we're not going to be able to scramble like we probably should. You got to rely on that arm talent. And there we go. Routine throw made very difficult. This lack of accuracy, but still able to connect with Justin Blackman for a gain of 18. Well, the bane of my existence every time we play Atlanta, Clay Matthews with the sack. Jimmy Graham crossed the middle and it sails. I forget what it's like playing with a bad quarterback. We've been spoiled by having Donovan McNabb, a 98, 99 overall quarterback. We forgot what life was like when we had the Colt Brennans of the world. And now we're here with Tim Tebow, who's very much in the realm of Colt Brennan. Oh, yeah, that's what we're working with. 4th and 11, probably, gonna have to punt it back. Another chance for the defense to get off the field here. 3rd and 12 to kick off the second quarter. Aaron Donald just being destructor on the defensive front. Darren Sproles tries his best, but they threw it short of the sticks, and we force another punt. Defense has been the highlight of this game for the Carolina Panthers. All right, not much going on offense here. 3rd and 8. See what we can do. We'll put Mark Ingram pass pro. Try to get a quick pass. Hopefully Victor Cruz can win up the line of scrimmage here, which he can't really. We can still go to him, or we could highlight the scrambling ability of Tebow. Doesn't always need escape route. I feel like that should always be a thing. Like from now on, Madden 20, Madden 21, as long as escape artist is in the game, I should just give every great mobile quarterback escape artist, because they should have it. Go Jimmy Graham for the first down on the 50. Oh no, Jimmy! What am I trying to say? Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham ran a terrific route. Terrible throw from Tim Tebow. Gets picked off by Chris Harris. 3rd and 2. Defense trying their part. We need the sensational D-line to get after. Neil Hunter, Aaron Donald, Julius Peppers. Come on. Oh no. That was just not good. Mercedes Lewis wide open. I love Darren Sproles. Does not quit, even though he's 5'6", 200 pounds, soaking wet. He's damn good. Okay, Jimmy Graham. Okay. Put us in field. Okay, we might have a chance at getting some points here. We got 9 seconds left. Still have a timeout. Even if anything literally that's not a sack, we should get points here. No turnovers. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. Oh, my God. Tim! Oh, God damn it! I can't believe they even let you eat. 8 rushes, 1 yard, Mark Ingram. Perfect. Awesome. 3rd and 2. Come on, defense. Come on, Aaron Donald. There we go. Beautiful. TFL on Darren Sproles. Defense bails out the offense. All right, without shadow of a doubt, the best offensive drive we've put together. It's been smooth operating so far. How is it gonna come back to bite us in the ass? I'm sure we'll find out. Throw it to Jimmy Graham. Oh, that's a great play. It's a terrific play by the DB there. 3rd and 6. I mean, I've never played with this Panthers playbook. It does look a little weird. Different for sure. 3rd and 6. We are in scoring range. A field goal is not the worst thing, especially given how well our offense has played. But you got to figure you want a touchdown here, and Justin Blackman is there. No one covering him. The bust out of Oklahoma State. One of the greatest college wide receivers I've ever seen. Production-wise. Talent-wise. Kind of, had issues. I think it was alcohol and stuff like that. His demons off the field ever since he got drafted by the Jags. But here, in pink slips, maybe we can resurrect his career. And plays like that, let's go. Oh, there we go. That's what we need, though. Aaron Donald not giving a shit. Just insta-sack. That's what we need. 3rd and 10. Flex on him, Mr. Donald. Marcus Peters! 1st-round draft pick. Perfect interception. We have seen countless times in our games with Philly and Atlanta, Larry Fitzgerald embarrassing our team. That's exactly what we needed. That's exactly what you wanted to see. See guys like Byron Jones have a higher overall. Think I'd get discouraged. Plays like that. Marcus Peters is the best ball hawking corner in the NFL right now, and hopefully we'll be able to get those types of reputation established here with him in Carolina. Oh, get you some. The sack party continues. Morgan Burnett getting in on the action. 2nd and a mile. All right, we got 3rd and 3. They're definitely in 4-down territory here with a 2-minute warning. Let's see if Aaron Donald can continue to dominate inside, which he does. He is a monster. 2nd sack of the game. 4th and 11 in the zone, and surely they're going to be going for it, right? They are. 4th and 11. Not necessarily the game. They still got all 3 of their timeouts. But the game wrecker, Aaron Donald, has said, I've had enough. Oh, my God, that should have been a pick. But still a turnover either way. Turnover on downs. Let's bleed the clock. Play it safe. Get out here with a big dub. I mean, Atlanta is, they're not the Atlanta that they were a couple years ago. They have way more star power, but I think their base overall was very low. Like, they were in the 70s like us. But it still was a game that we weren't expected to win, that we found a way. So we won the game. It was a divisional victory, so that's 2 stars. Looking at our player performance, okay game from Tim Tebow. Not so much from the rushing attack. Cruz actually had a nice game, 84 yards. But in terms of pink slip scoring, we don't get anything until we go to the defense, where Aaron Donald got 2 sacks, which is worth half a star. And we had an interception from Marcus Peters, which is worth half a star. It is a 3-star performance, a +6 upgrade for the Carolina Panthers. All 6 of the points here, we're going to flip Kellen Davis, who's a 73-29 normal dev tight end, for Austin Seferian-Jenkins, who is a 74 normal, but he's a scheme fit and he's 22. We're going to flip Roger Saffold, who's a 71 guard, for Gabe Jackson. We're going to upgrade 3, who is a 74 star dev guard at only 24, as well as a scheme fit. And then lastly, we're going to flip Hakeem Nicks, 78 star dev wide receiver, 27 years old, for Alshon Jeffrey, 80 star dev, a year younger, and as well a scheme fit. So game 2 of the season, we got the winless Chargers. I mean, obviously there's only one game, and we get to at least get a true read of how most likely this Panther team is going to play in the sim, at least for this season, because I feel like it sets a precedent. We have a breakout scenario here for Justin Blackmon. Would be awesome. I mean, there is a chance, much like not so much Tebow, he's 28, 29, but for Blackmon, for us to, turn his career around, make him into what he was supposed to be coming out of Oklahoma State. So get 2 touchdowns, 100 yards. Now that's in the sim. That could be difficult. Definitely could be difficult here, but optimism is high. That, we're, a lower rated team, and for whatever reason, feels like lower rated teams tend to do better in the sim. So let's get into this home game against the Chargers. Okay, let's go. Let's see how well we're going to do. All right, we're already in ourselves in a 7-0 hole. And then they had a turnover, and we ended up having to settle for a field goal. They turned the ball over within their red zone, essentially. And we only get a field goal. So that's how this one's going to go. All right, only down 10. I mean, still lots to play for here, but I do feel like, it's going to be one of those years that the sim, we're going to move the ball okay in the sim, but we're just going to kick a whole lot of field goals. Look at that, man. Hey, finally a touchdown in the 4th quarter. We keep it within a score. Look at this. Look at this. Tie it up at 20. Tebow magic. It's Tebow time. Cue up the memes from Skip Bayless. God damn it, defense. 43 seconds. And we just fell short. I like the fight, though. I like the fight. We were doing shit all for the first 3 quarters. Then we showed some fight. Alshon Jeffrey, huge debut game with the Panthers. 8 catches, 93 yards. But unfortunately, we fall to 500 with a loss to the Chargers. So bad that really outside of our team captains, the losses aren't going to be, super bad. But either way, looking for the Chargers scoring here. They won the game, which is worth 1 star. They have the turnover battle, which is worth half a star. Looking at their actual player stats, they got Mariota as a rookie. Actually, pretty solid game there, but no scoring. But Matt Forte, he went over 100 yards, which is worth a half star. Nothing from the receivers. Defensively, they had 2 total interceptions, 1 from Kirksey, 1 from Roman Harper. So combined, that equals 1 star. It's a 3-star performance, cut in half, rounded up. It's a 2-star, a +4 upgrade for the LA Chargers. We haven't introduced our team captains yet, or if we already did, I don't remember doing so. So looking at our team captains, these are the 6 players that cannot be taken away. Plus, we have a couple glitch captains, guys that show the captaincy but that aren't. So we're gonna fudge the numbers and take those as well. So for our team captains, we're starting first with Jimmy Graham at tight end, clearly the most established and highest upside, and he's the best offensive player that we have. So I figure we give one to Jimmy Graham. Nothing on the O-line here. On the defense, Danielle Hunter's not technically a captain, but he has the captaincy there, so we're going to take it. He's one of our captains. We have Julius Peppers as an official captain. Aaron Donald, team captain, clearly. Best player on the team. We have Quan Alexander, team captain. I'm gambling on that upside. Casey Hayward is a team captain. And Marcus Peters is our last official team captain. Morgan Burnett, much like Danielle Hunter, got one of those cheesy captains that's just there. So we will take that. So when you look at our best players that potentially could get poached as we go through it, Upati on the O-line, Kasaw, Cliff Averill, Mark Ingram, Alshon Jeffrey. So there is some talented guys, especially now we have to deal with this +4 for the Chargers. That could be gone, but at least, those are our ace players that are going to be untouchable.
They're going to maximize their +4, and they're going to flip their starting right outside linebacker for our starting left outside linebacker. They have Nate Irving here, 71 normal, who's actually a scheme fit for us, which is pretty good. 27, and they're going to get Gino Hayes, who's a 75 star dev linebacker, 28, a year older, but has the better dev trait and a 4-point overall boost. Now we will be playing this third game against the 0-2 Detroit Lions, but as normal at week 3, we can import our draft class, and the upcoming draft is the 2016 class, which is pretty solid if we're needing a quarterback. Let's be completely honest. As we go through the scouting, there's a lot of talent, but I'm optimistic that we're probably going to have a top 10 pick at best, maybe even top 5 pick at worst. So, I mean, we just got to started scouting some of the quarterbacks here. We got Jared Goff, we have Carson Wentz, Jacoby Brissett. As you go down, you got Dak Prescott, Cardale Jones for maybe some memes. I think that's probably as far as we're going to go with scouting quarterbacks. Obviously, Jeff Driscoll has played some snaps. Nate Sudfeld has played some snaps. But, or Paxton Lynch. I mean, generally speaking, obviously, if we have our choice at quarterback here, it's either going to be Wentz. I'm putting Wentz at 1 because it'll be awesome to have Carson Wentz. But it's going to be Wentz and Goff. But if we miss on one of those, say if we finish, middle of the park 6, 7, 8 wins, somewhere in that territory, we might miss out on Goff and Wentz. And I think I've come to a spot that I would draft Dak Prescott in the 3rd round. Because using the pick slip rules, I mean, it would cost us a 3rd round pick to get him. He's 5th round projected. Would I draft Dak Prescott in the 3rd round if we miss on Carson Wentz and Jared Goff? Yes. I'll say it lightly. Yes. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting out of me right now. But look at the rest of the draft class, especially in the 1st round. I mean, Bosa, Zeke Elliott, Jalen Ramsey, Ronnie Stanley, DeForest Buckner. Pretty much everyone, I would argue, in that top 7, that Goff probably is the worst of the bunch. And that's Goff's still, middle tier quarterback right now in the NFL. But outside of the top 10, we got Laramie Tunsil, you got Taylor Decker, Keanu Neal, Ryan Kelly's pretty solid, Will Fuller, great speed threat, Kenny Clark's a beast, Jalen Smith is really good going to the 2nd round, Hunter Henry, Miles Jack, you got Chris Jones, that should be Mississippi State, that's Kansas City Chief Chris Jones, Xavier Howard. I mean, 1st, 2nd round, man, there is Derrick Henry. It's a really solid draft. I'm very excited for this draft. It's a great draft to be heading into after our first little year of establishing ourselves in Carolina. So we can't really mess it up. I feel like we cannot really mess it up. So there is a silver lining. If we start struggling, we start losing a lot of games, is that the better our pick, the better talent we're going to get in a very talent-laden draft. So we are 1-1. At least we got that first victory. And, I kind of view most of these as we play 8 games, we sim 8 games. Out of those 8 games, we should win at least 4 and 5. If not, have a chance to win all 8. So let's go against here. Detroit, they're not a particularly strong team. I think they're still, I don't know if they're even an 80. We got to fix that out 3 on the roster. But it's a winnable game for sure. They're looking for their first win. They're in desperation mode. So it's on the road as well. It's got to be a tough one. But let's get in there, see if we can get some Tebow magic going. Terrific effort from Carlos Hyde on 1st and goal. Draws the 15-yard face mask. I would rather take ref if you let the forward progress on said face mask count. But 1st and goal, shall we? Shall we? This series is how many minutes old, and we've yet to do a C4 special. We got Mark Ingram. Not the fastest, but... can't, no. I think that was Takeo Spikes. There's no way that's Takeo Spikes. That got to be Brandon Spikes. Takeo Spikes was in this series, but that was a long time ago. That must have been Brandon Spikes. You got to be able to outrun that, Mark Ingram. My point being. All right, we only just... Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. 3rd and goal. Could not have gone any worse. We weren't ready. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. We were not ready as a franchise to call the C4 special. I would love to... I mean, our 2 targets, we got Alshon. Make the play. Oh, or drop PI or something. Come on. Got to tie it up. We got to tie it up.
2 hours later.
Let's win this shit. Why not us? Huh? Seriously, you sat downstairs in my office and won a game of 9-6. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? So a win's a win. Honestly, a win's a win. It's a thing of beauty. 9-6. So we get a star for winning the game. And then when you look at our player stats, pretty disappointing. Tebow, not good. Run game was average. Jimmy Graham had a nice performance, but still no pink slip scoring. But on the defense, we got 2 sacks for Quan, 2 sacks for Aaron Donald. That combined equals 1 star. So it is a 2-star performance, a +4 upgrade for the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to use all of that +4 on an upgrade at linebacker, revolving door here for Nate Irving, who's here. Now he's gone. He's a 71 normal depth. And we're going to flip that for Rolando McClain, former first-round pick of the Raiders. Had immense talent, but off the field, you know, kind of like Justin Blackmon, could become to Detroit for a little bit of a second chance. He's a 75 normal scheme fit. It's a good upgrade. And the final game of the episode is against Green Bay, and oh my goodness, they are spanking us. 14-3. Second quarter can only go up here for the Carolina Panthers offense and defense, and there we go, it does. A touchdown. And a defensive stand. And a field goal. Down 1 entering the second half. I mean, they're not that much better of a team than us. I think from like a base overall standpoint, we're actually kind of close, but they're able to go down the field there. Get 2 very quick touchdowns. Oh, we get a tutty. Find a way to win this game, fellas. Find a way to win the game. We're 3-1. We're a dog shit team, but we're 3-1 because we got Tim freaking Tebow under center with 4 touchdowns. I couldn't even pray to get that good of a stat line using Tim Tebow, but the sim, he's a goddamn sim god. And quickly leading the scoring, we won the game, which is worth 1 star. We had the turnover battle, which is worth a ½ star. Tim Tebow somehow threw 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. Those 4 touchdowns get him a ½ star. Pretty good games from Ingram and Graham, but not for a pink slip standpoint. But we did get the interception here from Marcus Peters, his second in his first 4 games. So every other game he's averaged interception in his rookie year. That's pretty great. But that was only a ½ star, so it's a 2.5 star performance. We got to cut that in half. Round up, it's yet again a 2-star +4 upgrade for the Carolina Panthers. So it's actually low-key a pretty big upgrade. Let's be completely honest here. We are going to flip Casey Hayward, one of our better players on paper, 84 superstar, 25, for Stephon Gilmore, the reigning in real life defending defensive player of the year, who's an 88 superstar and a year younger. So not a bad way to end out the first episode. 3-1. I thought almost 90% we'd be on the other end at 1-3. Tim Tebow in the sim got a offensive player of the week performance, 285, 4 touchdowns. Actually, a really stellar performance. I don't know what's going on there. There's a breakout player that will trigger at the beginning of the next episode. But it's, hey, we started this. I was thinking we're kind of good. We might got 2-2. 1-3 was the most likely. We went 3-1. So we have made some, solid additions and upgrades in the squad. We now got Alshon Jeffrey as our wide receiver 1. We had Gabe Jackson as our, the left guard. We got some stability at that left-hand side. We brought in Austin Safarian Jenkins for a decent tight end 2 threat. And on the defensive side, we got a upgrade for sure at corner. Now Stephon Gilmore handling business on the outside, as well as Rolando McClain trying to reclaim his career very similarly to what Julian Blackmon is doing. And by Julian Blackmon, I mean that's not the Utah safety, Justin Blackmon, the failure of epic proportions out of Oklahoma State. So 3-1. Watch us win the Super Bowl and have to pick another team. It is, but it's Tebow time. Tebow magic. Who knows how far we'll go. But when we come back for the next episode, it will be weeks 5 against Chicago, week 6 against New Orleans, week 7 against Arizona, and week 8 against the Washington football team. Till then, it's C4 saying do all that good YouTube stuff like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. Peace out.